When Pandora, the World of Avatar opened in Disney's Animal Kingdom, a long-abandoned original concept for Walt Disney World was finally built. Well, at least Pandora was somewhat inspired. Pandora, the World of Avatar, is an amazingly themed land, with multiple immersive attractions which are well worth the wait, especially the Flight of Passage. But this wasn't Disney's first attempt at building a mythical-themed land. Back when Disney was considering building the now-present Animal Kingdom, they had the ideas to build 3 core lands for the park. These would have been lands about animals that were living, animals that were extinct, and animals that never existed. Animals that were mythic. The 3rd core land, which was to be about mythical creatures, would feature unicorns, dragons, and many more mythical beasts. And this land was to be called Beastly Kingdom. Beastly Kingdom was one of Disney's most ambitious lands at the time of its origination, and this was mainly due to Animal Kingdom's spearhead Imagineer, Joe Rhodes. Joe Rhodes is one of the most iconic Imagineers that works for the Walt Disney Company, and Animal Kingdom was one of his first major projects. Because of this, Rhodes wanted to go all out, leading to his ideas of 3 major lands in the Animal Kingdom. The 2 featuring living and extinct animals were relatively cheap, so there wouldn't be any problems when creating those parts of the park. But Beastly Kingdom has another story. Due to the sheer multitude of attractions slated to arrive at Beastly Kingdom, the cost for its construction would have been skyrocketing, $300 to $360 million to be exact. And Disney doesn't just have that kind of money lying around. The multiple attractions announced to be built include a dragon roller coaster, a family boat ride, and a maze which was to include an audio animatronic unicorn. The big e-ticket attraction in this land was to have been a dragon-themed roller coaster, and there's plenty of concept art out there to know what this would have been like. Some published concept art shows the ride as a suspended coaster, kind of like the now extinct Dueling Dragons roller coaster that was at Universal's Islands of Adventure in Florida. This would have no doubt been a great roller coaster, and a very popular one at that. But another piece of concept art shows the ride in a more advanced form. This form of the roller coaster shows the attraction in a state resembling the Revenge of the Mummy ride in Universal Studios Florida, where the roller coaster is a dark ride, also being a roller coaster. Now, although both forms of the ride system looked amazing, I would prefer the roller coaster dark ride hybrid. Something that was guaranteed for this attraction, however, was the Dragon audio animatronic, and it would have been massive. It's shown to be around as big as the King Kong audio animatronic currently residing at Universal's Islands of Adventure in Florida. Overall, this ride would have definitely been a major ride and marketing tactic for this land. This ride opening also probably would have eliminated the purpose of having Expedition Everest in the park, so Everest may never have been built, which would be an interesting thing to see. The other 2 attractions in Beastly Kingdom would have been located in the happy side of the land, whereas the Dragon roller coaster was to have been in the evil side of the land. The maze in Beastly Kingdom was to be themed to a unicorn, with the whole purpose of the maze being looking for the unicorn at the end of the maze. This unicorn would have been an incredibly advanced audio animatronic, costing more than it took to make any other audio animatronic at the time. The other attraction located in the happy side of the land would have been a family boat ride, kind of like what the Navi River journey is in Pandora, the World of Avatar. So all of this seems pretty cool, right? Yeah, it does. So then why would Disney choose to not build it? With most of Disney's plans from the 90s, Euro Disney erased all hopes of this ever coming to Animal Kingdom. You see, Disney poured tons of money into Euro Disney, but it was just simply underperforming and not turning any profit. Because of this, Disney was scared to put more money into projects that they weren't absolutely sure would turn a profit. Disney also didn't have the money just lying around, because they weren't making as much as normal. So yeah, Beastly Kingdom was never built, and will probably never fully be built. But there was just one problem with Animal Kingdom. There was a whole 12 acres in the parks that wasn't being used. This caused the new park to be insanely crowded. So Disney whipped up a new land for Animal Kingdom relatively quick. This new land was called Camp Mini Mickey. All it was just a couple character meet and greets. Very underwhelming, but it kept the crowds lower. Finally, after having to deal with this land for years, on September 20th, 2011, Disney announced that Pandora, the world of Avatar, would be taking the space of that land. So everything worked out for getting a mythical themed land in Animal Kingdom. Pandora, the world of Avatar, is a great land and definitely better than Camp Mini Mickey. But it would have been cool to see how Beastly Kingdom would have turned out.